She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review of Love and Hip Hop, not Hollywood, Love and Hip Hop, New York. This is Season 8, Episode 12. Yes, I'm still under the weather, so I sound like crap and I sound stuffy, but it is what it is. We're going to make it do what it do. I hope everyone had a great Monday. I stayed home from work because I woke up feeling like crap. So, yeah. But let's get into this review. Please excuse any coughing that I'm going to do because I have been coughing. I might have to pause this, actually. Maybe not. So, sometimes you gotta just keep it moving, do what it do. And every video ain't gonna be perfect. So it is what it is. So this particular episode picks up right where the last one left off. We at his fake-ass boxing, sparring, promotion where ain't no people there. And Karla in the ring sparring with somebody. We see how Sophia and Safari is there, and Jacquay and the girl Kiana has just walked in. And, Sophia walked up basically at first she wasn't going to go up and talk to him because he came with somebody else. And Stu was like, you came here to talk to him, so go talk to him. So her and Safari walk over to Jacquay and Kiana. Is it Kiana? Yeah, Kiana. No, Cayenne. And, she like, well, I came really to just make sure we was cool, kind of talk a little bit. And, that's kind of why I came here. And he was like, well, I don't know why you did that. You did what you did. We done. Ain't no coming back from that. So, it is what it is. And I feel like on one end of it, Sophia has tried to talk to him like on 2 other occasions, and each time he ain't been trying to hear it. So I do feel like she needs to just let it go, and trying to talk to him a whole nother time was just pointless. But at the same time, sometimes you just don't want to give up. And we know Jacquay acting like, I don't know why she want to apologize to me, but she been apologized. It's not as if she did something wrong and said, fuck you, I don't care. And now all of a sudden she trying to be like, okay, I love you. She been trying to talk to you, just ain't been trying to hear her, so it is what it is. So, Cayenne being extra petty and extra rude, basically. My thing is, you mad at Sophia about a man who you barely even know. I mean, when Sophia talking or whatever, and Cayenne like, ain't you the ex-girl? Ain't that thotty, Sophia the thotty? Ain't that what you call her? And I'm like, why you putting yourself into their mess? You not even really that boy girlfriend. You sit on your first date. Let's take it slow. How you already with him, beefing out with a bitch who don't have nothing to do with you? To me, that was crazy. And then, Sophia, rolled her eyes, like, okay, whatever, oh, you talking to your man? Okay, whatever, rolled her eyes. And for some reason, that made Cayenne even more mad, and then she she lunged at her, tried to put the table out the way. It was the whole situation. But for me, again, you ever trying to fight for a man who you don't know. You fighting a stranger. You don't even really know Sophia, so why are you mad at her just because she came trying to have a conversation with him? I'm like, girl, bye. And if that's your man, and you standing right there, you hear what he's saying, and you acting as if Sophia owe you some kind of respect when she don't even know who you are. Like, you would have been better just sit there, not say shit. Jacquay already, basically playing Sophia, so it ain't like he trying to, be nice to her. You should be mad about something. I was over the whole situation, but you're fighting strangers, so they get put apart, so nothing really happened. The next thing that we see, look, I'm not here for any scenes with Jonathan. Jonathan irks all my nerves. I feel like Jonathan is always extra. And, I felt like he came in, first of all, why he come in wearing a goddamn dark winged duck looking ass hat, like he trying to get dangerous. I'm like, is you trying to be I Spy Private Eye? Like, why? I just can't deal with him and his antics. So we see, Juju is there. Remy is there. Juju bringing up how she's kind of getting back out to the atmosphere, hanging out and different stuff. She's not trying to sit around the house anymore. She's getting out the house. She brings up how she's getting her master's degree in office administration. We know that she's since graduated since then, so that's a great thing. And she doing her thing. She trying to boss up and make boss moves and be whatever and be extra and be fabulous and be educated and be about her business. So congrats to Juju. Then who comes in? Yandy with her no storyline having ass. Again, I'm not here for Yandy either because I just feel like she doesn't have any kind of storyline. And when she come on here, I feel like it's just to make made up stuff. I drank some NyQuil and I think it's taking its effects. So she brings up how she wants to kind of do like a little food drive or just help people who were affected, in, they said St. Martin. I don't know which hurricane hit there, but I think it's great that they are trying to help them as well. We know that Puerto Rico was hit. We know that Houston was hit in a few other places. So it's a good thing that she's trying to do something, do something nice for the people who were affected. But she wants to do a trip with everyone, like all the girls, even the young girls. And Remy was like, I don't know about that because I don't want to be hanging out with nobody who out here jumping over tables and flying stuff. Meaning the whole Brie and Bianca and Mariah Lynn and Dream situation. So they kind of agreed that they want to get all the girls together to make sure that they can all kind of be in the same place and be, just under control. So I think that's a great thing. We then see Mariah saying how she wants to work with someone who will really have her back and, wouldn't be playing her or whatever. And who does she go to meet with? Rich. I'm like, you gonna try to trade DJ Self for Rich? They're the same goddamn it's the equivalent of saying you gonna go from the devil to Satan. It's the same goddamn thing. Same thing, different name. Rich and Self, same thing, different name. I'm like, girl, bye. She bring up how she wants to apologize for all the bullshit that she, caused. And she bring up the whole stuff with Cisco from like 3 seasons ago, saying how he used her to get back at Rich. And, she just didn't realize. And then she was mad because Rich was dating Moniece. And so to get back, that's why it was pointless and dumb. Then she get into talking about the whole beef with Dream and Bianca and all. I'm like, girl, don't nobody care. Like, I'm just so over all the beef and I don't know what to do. And Rich was sitting there looking like, I don't know why she trying to include me in this female beef shit. I don't even care. But she ended her whole little let me tell you what's going on with telling Rich he need to drop Bree as a client. I'm like, who are you? Girl, I just can't do, and then Rich saying, are you going to give me some of your pink berry? I don't know if he was asking her to have sex with him or if she had some ice cream he wanted. I'm not sure which one it was. Either way it go, I didn't care. Okay? Let's say that's what it was. I really didn't care. The one time I guess I can say I can tolerate Jonathan. We see him going to meet with his sister, and he's basically bringing up how when he was younger, his mother sent him to a gay conversion camp, and he still harbors ill feelings about her sending him there. He brings up how he was teased and bullied a little bit when he was younger because he was gay, and because I guess he was a flamboyant gay, as they call him, where they're more feminine. And I think then's back when they were, Jonathan has to be in his 40s. He's not young. So I'm guessing, back then in that particular Latin culture, as I've heard people say before, they don't handle things the same way. They did things differently. So his mother sent him to this conversion camp where it was basically trying to turn him straight. And he was saying, since then he's had all these issues with him being sent there. The program, what they try to make him, with what he had to go through there. And I've heard stories about conversion camps, which like shock therapy, and this crazy, crazy shit. And, this is something from years ago, years ago. So even though it's not nothing new, I don't think it's any less hurtful or any less wrong, you know what I'm saying? So we see he meets with his mom, and he basically explains to her what happened to him when he was there, how they, would tie him down, do the whole shock stuff. He said he remembered him calling his mom, telling how he didn't like it, he wants to come home. And she kind of told him that he needs to stay because she didn't want him to come back home and still be teased and bullied. She said that hurt her too. So while I feel like she was wrong as hell for sending him there, I do also understand that at that particular time that no one knew what else to do. So I get where, and also I get because she was saying like she didn't know what they did at the camp. All she knew it was something where if your child was gay, it can turn them straight. So I don't want anyone to think was you trying to be easy on her and trying to be like it wasn't a thing. I think it was completely wrong, but at the same time, I don't think back then they knew what it was. I think sometimes people advertise stuff to be a good thing. Oh, it'll be fine. It's a camp. We help them, to come to grips with who they really are. I think if you tell someone what something is, but they don't know, you have no idea. And then he says how he did not tell her what happened to him even after all these years. But he's like, he's ready to move past and to move on from it and not keep having to hold him back. And it was, it's a great moment. His mama was very emotional when she heard what he had been through. Because she kept like, I didn't know that's what they did. I love you and I was just trying to help you, not have to be bullied at that particular point in time in your life. But, it was, it was a very heartfelt moment. I can't say that. Lil Mo and Carl arguing over this goddamn on Instagram is pissing me off. Because, girl, you ain't got no albums to sell. He ain't got no boxing matches to talk about. Like, y'all is going to really hold up our goddamn on camera time and talk about how he got an Instagram and you wasn't allowed on the Instagram. You didn't know he had an Instagram and you was blocking on Instagram and you pissed off because he's sneaky. Girl, if you... I'm not well enough to even endure the total bullshit of it. Is Carl wrong for opening Instagram and blocking his wife? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it a big fucking deal? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Simply because your husband shady, point blank into the period. You know your husband shady. You choose to stay with his ass. So my thing is, you can't be surprised when he do some shady shit because he's a shady person. And I feel like you getting mad at him for camera time because we all know your asses are still together to this day. And if he didn't already, cheated on you, he cheated on you, and now you back to his whole IG, look, you can't know a person is fucked up and want to sit and complain and fuss and fight and argue every time they do something fucked up. They're a fucked up person. That's what he does. He does little sneaky shit, little shady shit. He might love you, but he's a sneaky, shady little motherfucker. And you getting all hype and up in arms and the goddamn on Sprinter van. I'm looking like, girl, you really up here arguing about Instagram? Social media is crazy, okay? I mean, it is absolutely crazy. Even when she said, you had me blocked. This fool said, my PR team told me I needed some social media. So, I opened up the Instagram again. I didn't know I blocked you. And she like, you gotta push a button to get blocked and then ask you. It was funny when he said he did not know that he blocked her. And then said he was gonna have her run the IG page, but she didn't know about it. Boy, bye. You lying. You got busted. It is what it is. But then she said, like, the first time I was mad or whatever, the second time, whatever. But if it happens the third time, I'm out. I'm not going, look, we're not counting to 3. It ain't no 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's 1. 1. Okay? 1. You can't give him, girl, bye. It is what it is. So, there's a small scene with Remy, Bianca, and Mariah Lynn meets up. And Remy basically asking them about, why y'all keep beefing with people, with Dreaming. The whole episode was really about everyone separately talking to Mariah, Bianca, Bree, and Cash Doll, or Dream Doll, whatever the girl name is. I think it's Dream Doll. I think Cash Doll is the chick from Michigan. They all having these separate conversations with them, telling each of them, y'all get fussing and fighting. We want to have a sit down with y'all. I don't know why they had to have 4 or 5 different shots of them talking to different people, and everyone's in the same thing. It was one where Yandy and Jocko, it was Yandy and somebody else talking to Bree. I was over it. Okay, we know y'all would have had to sit down. Let's just had a goddamn sit down. Let it be what it be. Yeah, even Bree at a photo, not a photo, she was at her video shoot. We see Trina is on the video, but we know her and Trina are cool in real life, so that is what it is. But, Rich is trying to talk to Bree. Like, yeah, I heard what happened with you and Mariah at Snoop's party. What's going on with that? Bree bring up a whole thing of, the Dream Doll is my best friend, and that's her man, and I can't be sitting around letting her man talk to a girl who we don't like. And Rich said, who the fuck are you to tell that man who he can talk to? And I completely agree. You know, even though Bree then said, you know, that's my best friend, and I can't let that happen to my best friend, and I did what anybody else would do. That's not necessarily true, because if I see my friend, if my best friend, if I see my best friend dude talking to some girl, even if I walk up and say hi, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna come up and make my presence known. I'm not gonna walk up and say don't. I'm not gonna walk up and cause a scene. I'm gonna walk up and say, you know, I seen you, and you know I'm gonna tell my best friend. That's what I would have done. So my thing is, every person isn't the one to go up and start a whole fist fight. That's not true. But you know, it is what it is. You know, whatever. We see Cayenne in the studio, and she's rapping. Cayenne is really good. I can say that. She's very, very, very good. However, I feel like her in these fighting scenes, these arguing scenes, is too damn petty for her talent. I feel like people need to use VH1, They Love and Hip Hop, for what it is. Fucking promotion, publicity. Do that. We see how Mariah's there, and also Jacquees, and they love the music. She's a better rapper than Mariah Lynn. Let's be honest and call a spade a spade. You know, she brings up how, you know, she can't believe that Sophia was trying to apologize and talk to Jacquees in front of her. And as I said earlier, bitch, she didn't know you. It wasn't like you was his known girlfriend and she know you there and she know who you are and she was disrespectful. You are a stranger to that girl, okay? Let's call a spade a spade. And she then starts crying because she said how in the past she was in a bad fight, how she got hurt very badly. She like had her mouth wired shut. And you would think if she got into some bad shit in the past that she wouldn't want to put herself in that same position again. I'm so sorry. Just shut the hell up. And you know, some don't be fussing, fighting, and arguing. And when she was crying, it was a very real scene. Where she was saying, you know, I don't want to have beef with nobody. You know, it is what it is. I don't want to have problems with anybody. And it was cute because Jacquees was there and he was comforting her and everything. And he was like, you know, it's so cool to see her, you know, vulnerable like this, like how she just feels comfortable, you know, with me comforting her or whatever. And, you know, he wiped her tears away and everything. And what I laughed at the end because when they kissed real hard. And I was like, that's how drug dealers kiss their girlfriends in front of their friends. They kiss her real hard to make it seem as if they not soft. I'm like, you kissed her real hard in the mouth as if you was a goddamn drug dealer and you didn't want anyone to know how soft you are. So that part for me, I laughed. We see Rich talking a little bit about his diabetes and he was at some event. They said how people need to take care of themselves. I completely agree. Great, great, great. This is also the scene where they were talking to Bree about her, you know, fighting or whatever. And again, they're talking about we're gonna have this whole meetup thing. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over. We see Yandy at a fake, I don't know if this was a photo shoot, a video shoot, a rehearsal shoot. I don't know what it was. But some new artist she has named Alex. Now, I need Yandy to understand, Yandy is the equivalent of Rich Dollars. Yandy manages people and says she has this artist, and she don't do shit with them. So I feel like Yandy's on the level of a goddamn Rich Dollars, or even a DJ Self. You know, anyone you manage, nothing comes from them. Nothing comes of the situation. It is what it is. So we see Lil Mo pop up, and I don't know if Lil Mo was asking her to manage her, because she started saying how her and Carl was having issues because he was lying and cheating and whatever, and she went from that to saying, you know, I don't want my music to suffer because of what's going on in my marriage, and I just need, and I felt like if I could have anybody help, it could be you. So I'm like, was you asking her to be your manager? Like, I was a little bit confused because guess what happens then? Goddamn ninja Carl pop up. He pop up out of everywhere. I mean, he is like literally a damn Jack in the Box. He pops up out of no damn where all the time. And he has flowers. They kind of have a whole little conversation. And he's saying basically, you know, I'm sorry. And she's saying, you know, what you did really hurt me. This Instagram shit is stupid. You know, and, you know, he said how he just wants his best friend back. They didn't hug and kiss it out. I'm not here for Lil Mo, her antics. I'm not. I just feel like I thought she would give more to the show. I thought she would be more entertaining on the show, and she's not. I feel like she just like boring. My husband cheating on me. I think he fucking around on me. I think he lying on me, and I don't 100% believe it. Not saying Carl ain't a piece of shit. I do think he doing things, but I feel like you can talk about and do so much more on this show than what you doing. Girl, bye. So we get to the end of the scene, and you know, Remy and Yandy is bringing together Mariah, Bianca, Dream, and Brie. Now, Yandy bring a whole container and says when they walk in, they gotta take their shoes off because she don't want nobody throwing no shoes around. And I'm like, if they want to scrap, the shoes ain't gonna stop nobody. You know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So we see Mariah and Bianca get there first, take their shoes off. But when they have Dream and Brie walk in, they kind of make Bianca stand up in the corner so that the girls don't like walk past each other. So they make them take their shoes off as well. And then, you know, they're like, okay, well, any of y'all can start. You know, Brie starts by saying how she only came at Bianca in songs. She's like, I said some stuff in some songs because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking. Remy gives her a true, honest statement. She was like, when you do songs and you say stuff in songs and you post stuff on social media, you have to deal with the repercussions of it, which is completely. You can't say fuck that bitch, I don't like that bitch when I see her on it's on site and say, oh, I was just rapping. No, bitch, because when you see me, it's supposed to be on site. What's up? So she trying to make it seem as if I'm just talking, I don't mean nothing bad. I was like, girl, bad. And Brie, no, not Brie, Bianca then starts saying how, you know, it's because you tried to drag me. You know, that's not the reason why I be beefed out. That's not the reason we hold here. And I think with Brie saying, I was just talking about her in my songs when it wasn't whatever, it's the reason why Bianca was saying, you keep trying to drag me into shit. And that's what you're doing. And that's why we have beef here. Honey, Brie then say, you know what you did? You a thought, you done fucked everybody. Da, da, da. And I'm like, so you, Brie, is mad at Bianca because who she done fucked? You count her coochie count? That's childish. My thing is, who somebody else sleep with don't have nothing to do with what I have going on. And that's not a reason for me to want to be beefed out with somebody. And my thing is, Brie, if you was saying shit in your songs and Bianca was responding to your bullshit, you made this whole situation happen because you was saying shit that you, I guess, didn't mean. You wasn't ready about that life. But from there, you know, when Brie was calling her a thought or whatever and how she fucked everybody else, she jumped up. Bianca jumped up and she got real close to try to just mollywop Brie. But you saw security caught her like right in time before she got over there. And then, of course, the episode goes off. But, you know, I feel like they issue was so petty that it doesn't matter. I feel like with Brie saying, you know, I said what I said in some raps and that was it. You can kind of see where the beef started. And I feel like, Brie, you can't play innocent if you said shit about this lady in some songs and you thought, well, she can't get mad at me, I'm just rapping. Bitch, rap is supposed to be real. You can't be rapping myself. Girl, this is dumb. So, you know, that's my review. I hope you guys liked it. I have to now do Love Hip Hop Miami, and then I can go to sleep and blow my nose, because my nose is just so stuffed up right now. But I think I'm high off NyQuil too. But until next time, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.